Alley-oop, how about it? No one falls down. No way. Massive block there. Huge block. Oh, that's it, McGee. Taylor, big play from Taylor just then. Tamir, pulls up the way. They get it. How about that? Wow.
I'll have a strong, smooth, creamy latte.
Be your own barista at Coles Express. With award-winning Coles Urban coffee culture from just $1. Express yourself at Coles Express.
Hello and welcome to Dandenong Basketball Stadium for this Round 8 NBL 1 matchup between the Dandenong Rangers and the visiting Ballarat Miners. Liam Ellison here to bring this one all to you this afternoon. I am riding solo in the commentary booth today. Your usual suspect, Chris Samano, is down there on the MC mic doing a fantastic job. I'll be stepping in if you're not familiar with my voice. I've spent some time at the Waverley Falcons commentating there. So, done a bit of NBL 1 South stuff, and I'm here today at DBA to bring this one to you. It is the final game of the round here in Round 8. Of course, we've got some other games happening at the moment as well. The Tigers and the Northwest Tassie Thunder, the Wildcats and the Chargers. But the 4 p.m. tip is the final one of the weekend, and hopefully we are about to finish it in style. Of course, the Miners come into this one in 4th place on the table. They started the round in 2nd. They've got a 7-4 record, and they're taking on the 15th placed Dandenong Rangers with a 3-7 record. But 2 of those wins have come in the last 5 matchups, including recently that big upset against the Frankston Blues. So they'll be coming in with a fair bit of confidence, the Rangers, that they can come up with a similar result and get the upset here today. Of course, both teams played last night as well. We'll have a look at that matchup between the Miners and the Chargers. They fell to the Hobart Chargers at home at Selkirk Stadium, 75-82. Of course, we know that Chargers lineup, well, it is star-studded. They've got a couple of boomers there. Of course, Sam McDaniel recently named in the squad for the upcoming games. He had 24 points, 8 boards, and Harry Froling had 16 and 12. AJ Harris with 18. It was Den Gack who led the way for the Miners with 16 points and 10 boards. Nick Pizzoglu with 10, Jalen Miller with 10. They fell by 7. As for the Rangers, well, they travelled to Bendigo and, much like the women's team, got humbled, fell there in convincing fashion. So they'll be looking to get one back today. Of course, some Rangers fans may not be familiar with the big fella, Nick Tata. He is into the lineup today, standing at 204 centimetres, mind you, 6'11". He spent some time down at Frankston, just come back from college, and he is going to suit up in the starting lineup, and you suspect will take the tip along with Den Gack. Sure to be an exciting one here today. NBL 1 mental health round as well, of course, in round 8. Make sure you get around that. Buy some orange socks if you haven't already. You can order them online, and there is a number to donate that I will be sure to plug throughout the broadcast. Here we go. Rangers and Miners. Gack comes away with it. Ballarat with the first possession. Here's Pizzoglu to start us off. Big addition to this Ballarat team, Nick Pizzoglu. One of the reasons they're firmly entrenched in the top 4 at the moment. However, it is pretty tight between 4th all the way down to about 10th on the table as the float is strong. Tartar on the defensive glass. So Ballarat will need to keep winning if they are to stay there around the mark in the top 4. Here's Lawson Eels and Jacob Davison. Skip pass over. Tartar, low block. He's got Gack. Maybe got the weight advantage, and he takes advantage. Tartar with the first bucket for the Rangers. Miller will inbound. 10 points last night for Pazoglu, who's Preston Bungay, who, we've said it before, has got one of the most impressive duos in the league. A sort of grey operation up top. He doesn't play like it. He's very youthful and athletic. Cross court, here is Bungay. It's out of his reach. Turnover, Dandenong ball. Nice start here in DB8, Dandenong Basketball Stadium. Good energy in the arena for this 4 p.m. tip. Sukop. Tartar's posting up. Cross court. Bungay got a hand in. Stays with the Rangers. Trying to get it to Poch Poch. Tartar provides the pick. Declan Sukop comes up with it. Over to Poch Poch. Reaching in was Dan Gack. There's the foul call. Going to be on Bungay. Poch Poch will inbound. A lot of size on this man, Poch Poch. 203 centimetres at the wing position. He's an absolute handful. Poch Poch driving inside. Miller got a hand in. It's going to be a foul call, though. So Poch Poch will go to the charity stripe for 2. Miller with a personal. Missing on the first is Poch Poch there. Poch Poch on the second, falls. Opening points fall to the Rangers here. Bungay hands it back to Pazoglu. Playing point guard today. Here's Sapwell as well. Another backcourt mate. Inside, Miller moving it through some hands. Bungay, corner triple, count it. Good start for Ballarat, and doesn't. David Crisp, love it off the bench there, showing some celebrations. We love to see it. Poch Poch hands it off to Eels. Davison wearing that shooting sleeve today. Easy to identify him on the broadcast. Eels tries to drive baseline, runs into the brick wall of Gack. Eels blocked by Gack. No, it's a foul call. Another foul on the Miners. 3rd team foul already in this game. So Eels to the line. Averaging 11 points per game so far this season. First one's good for Eels. Shooting 65% from the free throw line so far this season. Eels on the second, converts. Pazoglu. Now Bungay. Nice alley-oop to Dengak. My goodness. Just had to tap it home in the end. The pass was on point from Pazoglu. Turnover. Here's an exciting start for your Ballarat Miners. Gack. There's a little baby hook inside. Good to have him down here in the NBL 1 South, of course. Spent some time with the Florida Gators in the NCAA. Now back here, starting his professional career. Been a good opening to it as well for the Miners. Playing in the big position. Davison. Sukop. Tartar's there with the screen. Opposite against it. Eels. Baseline 2. Good contest from Miller. And Tartar will pull it down. Second chance for Dandenong. Eels, nice bounce, and the finish from Poch, if you don't mind. Slams it home for the Rangers. Pozoglu wasting no time. We've got a foul call on Dandenong. With authority from Poch. Some energy in the arena. All of a sudden, Miller will inbound. 21 on the shot clock. Pozoglu directing traffic. Now Bungay. Rangers into the zone. Miller. Flank the pass. He'll step into a 3 on Tata. Jaylon Miller converts from deep. Making the big man come chase him out to the perimeter. And he made him pay. Ballarat, 3-point advantage, early days. Poch off the dribble. Crossing on Bungay, puts it behind his back, missing. Bungay's there. It's going to go the way of the Miners. Liking what this young man is bringing to the table at the moment, Poch. Oh, Gack converts. Gee, wanted the foul call. Comes up with it, just got ahead of me there. I was about to bring some numbers up for you on the Poch, and next thing you know, 10 Cacks come up with a slam. Pozoglu's diving in there. A lot of intensity. Rangers keep it, though. Davison now with the floater in the lane. Miller pulls down the defensive glass. Little crafty move from Davison. Of course, it will be Ballarat ball. Gee, this is quick and exciting all of a sudden. Miners like to push the pace, and don't we love it. So, 4 minutes into this game. We've got some highlights already. Final game here of round 8 in the NBL 1 South. You wouldn't want to miss it. Miller thought about the 3. He's got 1 already. Here's Gack. Lightning start for him. Miller wide open. He can just go, thank you very much. Jams it home for the Miners. Bit of a breakdown from Dandenong. Chance to correct things here via Jacob Davison. Poch. Opted against the screen from Ellis Bigger. There's the 3 ball from Davison. Bigger's there, as is Gack. Can't get it. Eels hanging, finishing. Eels with the bucket for the Rangers. Pozoglu wasting no time. Runs out of space in the baseline. Good pass, though, to Sapwell. Tried to find Gack somehow. Extra pass from Bungay. Pozoglu from the corner. And Poch will pull down the defensive board. Some of the bench unit out here for the Rangers now is Davison to the hoop. Takes the contact and finishes. No foul call. Clean from Den Gack. But it's back to a 1-possession ball game here, halfway through the first. Back out to Pozoglu, again in that zone. Bungay can fire from the corner. Can he take advantage? Miller's there. Poch touches it. Miners with a fresh 14. Crisp will check in, as will Will Hines for the Miners. Crisp baseline ball, and we've got a timeout. False start. So, 14 lead the Dandenong Rangers. The Miners with the early lead, and what's been an exciting opening to this game. It's Den Gack leading the way. A couple of slams, including an alley-oop. He's got 6 points. Jaylon Miller has 5, courtesy of a triple. And Lawson Eels, as well, has been in the thick of it for Dandenong, as has Poch with 3 points. Averaging 11 points per game this season is Poch. He's an exciting player for this team, there's no doubt about it. Of course, Dyson King-Hawea, as well as back into the lineup this weekend, so that's a big addition for the Rangers this round. Gives them a boost. He played off the bench last night for some good minutes, had 10 points. They'll be looking to him, no doubt about it. Of course, it is NBL 1 mental health round here. Proudly supporting Lifeline here in round 8. To donate, text NBL 1 to 0488 822 250. Of course, it is a great cause. You can get yourself some orange socks online if you haven't already. We see a lot of the players, especially in the women's game, wearing the orange socks in support of NBL 1 mental health round. Plenty of orange bows as well in the crowd, and we've sold, can you believe it, 10,600 plus around the country of those orange socks. Just unbelievable. Raised over 50 grand for the cause. Jenna O'Hay was there at the State Basketball Centre last night to take the check on behalf of Lifeline, so fantastic to raise so much money, and the Victorian basketball community in particular has really got behind this cause, so amazing stuff. hitting the deck there was Eels, and we're going the other way. Miller, can't believe it. Second on Jalen Miller. He'll take a break. Pizoglu will as well. Here comes Jordan Lingard for Ballarat. Just inspecting the mess is the referee, and we'll get back underway. Declan Sukup manning point. Hines right there, keeping him honest. Getting a hand in was Gack, but Bigger did just enough. Over to Eels. Here he is, Bigger. Working on Gack. Try to get him with the pump fake. There's the contest on the hook shot. Good D from Gack. It's going to stay with the Rangers. So 13 seconds to work with. Poch will inbound. Somehow found Eels. But good defense there from Lingard. Hines tried to find Gack. Bigger got back just nicely as Bungay denied by Bigger. Giving him nothing. Ahead to Poch. Ballarat get back in D. Spinning. Poch hands it off. Bigger's fouled. So Ellis Bigger, standing at 207 centimetres. He is the biggest man on the court. Will head, well, barring Dengak, excuse me. Bigger will head to the free-throw line for two. Averaging 4.29 per game this season. And from the free-throw line, he's shot 25% in a very small sample size so far this season. 2 of 8 on the season, make that 3 of 9. Makes on the first. And Bigger on the second is good, and make that a 1-point ball game. Checking in for the first time is Dyson King-Hawea, replacing Eels. Hines, manning point guard. Mason Perry as well out there for the Rangers. Star youngster off the pine, Vic Metro Jr. as well. Been in that Victorian program for a while. Hines defending him. King-Hawea hands it off to Perry. Now he drives left. Perry running out of real estate. Had to pass it off. Gack picked it off via Hines. Now Lingard over to Crisp. Extra pass. He's done more. Gack, one more. Crisp can go from the wing. That's left. Poch is there. Last touch by the Rangers. No, it's going to be Rangers' ball. Excuse me. So 6-0 run for Dandenong. Can they add to it on this possession? Here's King-Hawea. Perry comes off the pick. Over to Bigger. Now Davison finds Bigger rolling to the hoop. And the finish. Hanging and finishing. Zach Dunmore was there. Didn't matter. So Dandenong retake the lead. They extend their run to 8-zip. Poch nearly came up with a steal. Ballarat remain in possession. Here's Amos Brooks for the first time this Savo as well. Gack will take a break. What a start for him. Brooks with a screen. Here's Hines as well. A lot of the bench unit out there for Ballarat. Dunmore tried to cross. Poch. Good D. Keeps his footing. Reaching up. What defense from Poch. Hard to score over that. Can he get the score on the other end now himself? Bigger behind the back. Keeps it in. Gee, circus sort of stuff from the Rangers at the moment. 14 seconds to work with. Did well. Perry. Poch into King-Hawea. Said, go and get it, big fella. Somehow made the catch and then gets the foul call. So King-Hawea did well. And they are into bonus as well. So he'll head to the line, Dyson King-Hawea. Shooting 62% on the season from the charity stripe. Averaging 15.5 points per game. The first one rattles out. King-Hawea on the second is good. Extends that slender Dandenong lead. Hines. Now Lingard. Dandenong back into a man. Brooks. Now Crisp. Sparkplug off the bench, spinning, driving. Oh, Crisp nearly converting. 2 shots coming up. $13 points per game off the bench for David Crisp, shooting 69% from the charity stripe. Such is the strength of this Ballarat team to bring a man of his calibre off the pine. Crisp on the first rather, is a little strong. Crisp short on the second as well. So 0 of 2 on that trip. Perry comes around the screen from King Hawaya, who will now stop and pop for 3. King Hawaya converts on the triple. Crisp wasting no time. Has to back it out to Hines. Now Dunmore. Brooks finds the cut from Hines, hanging, passing. Lingard will finish. Good team basketball from Ballarat. Stems the bleeding. Believe it or not, it was a 13-0 run from Dandenong up until that bucket. That's going to be a walking call on Dyson Kingawaya. Here comes Calvin Enge for the first time as well in the ballgame. Davison will take a break. Hines, 90 seconds to go until the first break. Closing out hard was King Hawaya. Crisp, corner 3. Just a little short. Poch in there. Hines, though, on the O-glass. Kicks it out. Lingard, extra pass. Poch did well. Now down low to Brooks. Running out of space. Tried to go reverse. King Hawaya, though, good D. Dandenong, another stop. Gee, it's been a good 5-minute stretch from the home side. They look up to the task. Really building into this season, Dandenong, dare I say it. Early days here. And we are headed the other way. It's going to be on Poch. It's going to be his second as well, so he'll head to the bench. Max Richards checking in for Dandenong. Hines. Dunmore. Brooks, long way from home. Single digits on the shot clock. Hines, nice move. Denied, and no, it's foul call in the end on Calvin Enge. So Hines will head to the line. Another trip to the free-throw line for the Ballarat Miners. Unsuccessful on the last few attempts. Hines on the first falls. And make that 2 of 2 from Will Hines. Now 3 of 5 from the line as a team, and that's going to rattle out of bounds. Just couldn't handle it. Was Enge. Hines wasting no time. Brooks is right there. Richards closes out hard. Dandenong back into his zone. Crisp. Lingard rolling to the hoop. Runs straight into Enge. Wrapped up, and that's going to be a travel. So good defense from Enge and Eels. Enge and Eels. Sounds like I'm rolling off a Thomas the Tank Engine name there. Walston Eels will inbound. Perry. King Hawaya, good shift off the bench so far in the first for this man. Eels driving on Lingard. We're headed the other way. Mishandled. So 8.6 to work with. Ballarat can retake the lead if they score heading into the first break. Hines gets it over. Richards defending him. Brooks, big steal. Goes all the way himself, missing. That'll do it for the end of the first. It is the home side, Dandenong Rangers 19, leading the Ballarat Miners 18. Good start from Dandenong here, especially over the final 5 minutes or so. They rolled off a 13-zip run after they trailed 14-7. They rolled off 13 points in a row, the Rangers. They got stop after stop. Ballarat couldn't score. And here we are with a 1-point ball game. It's a nice even spread of scorers as well. Dandenong, they've got 6 different scorers. King Hawea, Eels and Bigger with 4 apiece lead the way. And for Ballarat, it is Deng Gak with 6. And that big alley-oop slam, the highlight of the first quarter. Jalen Miller has 5 as well, courtesy of a 3-pointer. So it's all happening at the moment. The 4th place Ballarat Miners, after they fell last night to the very strong Hobart Chargers. They need to win, really, to stay in that sort of top 4 position heading into round 9. Dandenong, though, they are working their way into the season. They had a big scalp a couple of weeks ago against the Blues, and they'll be very confident they can do something similar here on their home floor. Dyson King Hawea is back in the lineup. He's playing well as well. He has certainly looked the part. Let's have a look at some of the other games happening across your Sunday slate. The Chargers, who we just spoke of, are playing. In fact, that's now wrapped up at Eltham High School. They came away with a slender 86-83 victory away from home in a back-to-back. So that's a strong win from them. Sam McDaniel had 17. Harry Froling, 15. AJ Harris, 15. Got the job done there. They went 2 of 17 from 3, Hobart, but still shot 47% from the field. 58% on 2-pointers. That was good enough to get the job done. Mitchell Dance had 23. Sam Short, 13. Josh Sykes, 10. Of course, fresh off registering their first victory of the season last weekend against Frankston. Eltham got oh so close to getting another scalp there. Wasn't to be. So, we're just about back underway here for the second quarter of action here at Dandenong Basketball Stadium. Richards will inbound. Declan Sukup back out there, as is Ellis Bigger. Lawson Eels as well will join Calvin Enge to start the second. Hand off to Eels. Dunmore defending Enge. Crisp. Right there in the grill of Sukup. Opted against the bigger screen. Just rattling out. Gak into the ball game. Pulls down the defensive rebound. Rebound number 2 for him. There's the corner triple from Lingard. Richard skies for the defensive glass. Sukup the other way. Bigger. Got Gak defending him, not giving him anything. Tried to muscle his way up. Good defense from Ballarat. Second chance. Enge tapped out. Did really well with Sapwell for Ballarat. Dunmore puts it behind his back on the fast break. Hanging and finishing. How's that from Zach Dunmore and the Miners? Good basketball. They retake the lead here early in the second. Calvin Enge. Bigger. Now Richards puts it between his legs. Picks up his dribble. Again, these two in the post. Spinning, working on Gak. Hooks it up and in. Pumps his fist. Ellis Bigger likes it. Up to 6 points off the bench for Bigger. Made his presence felt. Crisp. Round the screen. Elbow J. Just can't fall. Sukup. Eels. Inside. Hanging. Can't finish. Follows his own miss. Taps out via David Crisp. Likes his footing on the baseline. Now he goes. Wasting no time. Extra pass. Dunmore. Wide open. Corner 3. Yes, it is. It falls. Dunmore. Good couple of minutes for this man. Basket for basket here to start the second quarter. Just the way we like it. Sukup. Richards. Ballarat now into that zone. Not giving him much. There's the triple for Richards. Won't go. Gak hands it off to his guard and Crisp. Running right into the body of Enge, showcasing that strength. Crisp has been good so far off the pine. That's his first field goal of the game. Richards trying to find Bigger down low and does. He'll convert. No, he just misses. Enge with the tip in. Didn't get the bucket there, but as we've spoken of, we like what he's done so far. Ellis Bigger. Crisp. crossing into a three-throw line. Jay can't convert. Sukup. Pozoglu set to check back in, as is Dyson King-Hawea. Now Richards with the triple. Count it! Max Richards, his first points of the afternoon. And Dandenong, 3 of 5 from long range. They've been selective with their shots, but oh so efficient. Gack. Now Lingard. Dandenong in a man. Sapwell round the back. Gack, elbow J, little strong. Richards is there. Sukup the other way. Richards is there with a pick. He's picked up his dribble though. Now down low to Bigger. A lot of the offense going through his hands at the moment. Enge, so single digits now to work with. There's the screen. Crisp works around it. Goes under. Now the pass. Good pass as well. Good contest from Gack. Hitting the deck hard was Lingard. And that's going to be a call just before the shot clock violation. I believe it's a foul call. Nope, we've got a shot clock violation. So no foul call. Crisp will take a break. Pozoglu checks back in. And Richards and Eels will hit the pine for King-Hawea and Jacob Davison. Cohen Sapwell hands it in. Pozoglu back out there. Lingard. Oh, Cohen Sapwell. Nice pass. Found him cutting to the hoop baseline. Reverse went in. Found a gap. Bigger. Poch is going to come back in as well in a moment. Just mishandling. Rare error from the big fella who's played well so far. Enge will check out. Here comes Preston Bungay as well. Poch, Bungay. Cohen Sapwell, wing 3. No good. Poch. Now Davison. Defended by Sapwell. Declan Sukup. Now cutting the hoop as King-Hawea. Backing away over the contested arm of Pozoglu. King-Hawea now up to 6. Yet to miss a field goal. Dunmore. Gack comes around the Pozoglu screen. Pushed outside to Bungay. Dunmore from the top. Not that time. So Poch straight away ahead. Sukup. Big is there posting up. Dunmore tried to get a reach in. King-Hawea will hand it back. Now he makes his move, stepping into a fadeaway baseline 2 for Declan Sukup. Smooth stuff from the young guard. Sapwell. Euro stepping through, can't go. King-Hawea assessing his options ahead on transition. Bullets down low to Bigger. Looks to make his move. Bungay thought about the double. He closes out on King-Hawea down low. Sukup's there. Finds the screen from Bigger. Gack switches onto him. Will he take advantage? Steps into a 3. Sukup, airball. So a little win on that occasion for Den Gack. The length defensively really worried Sukup on that field goal attempt. We've got a timeout on the floor, 4 minutes away from the main break. It's a 3-point ball game. Dandenong 30 lead the Ballarat Miners 27 here at Dandenong Basketball Stadium. Can't separate these two at the moment. It's been bucket for bucket for much of this ball game. Rebounding column, Dandenong coming out to a little bit of an advantage there, 19-10. They are out rebounding the Ballarat Miners. Leaders in the game, Ellis Bigger has 6, King-Hawea has 6, both off the bench. Den Gack has 6 for Ballarat. And it's Jalen Miller and Dungmore with 5 apiece. Let's have a look as well at that game happening out at MSAC. That will have just about blown the full-time buzzer there, I'd imagine. It's the Tigers and the Northwest Tassie Thunder. And the Tigers pushed the Thunder all the way, but in the end they fell 69-76 against the Northwest Tassie Thunder. Elijah Thomas stepped into the starting lineup today. Of course, their new import there up in Devonport. He had 24 points and 10 rebounds. Spent some time at CBU, St Mary's, so he's been around the traps. Elijah Thomas, big in for them. Of course, they lost Kevon Scott. Paul McDonald still hasn't suited up as well. So they've had some, a little bit of inconsistency with their lineup. Sean McDonald has joined the team late after, of course, being with the Jack Jumpers. He had 16, but looks starting to get a pretty handy lineup there, the Thunder, and they got the job done. Here we go. Sukup, baseline ball. King Hawea straight away. 3 with 2 seconds on the clock. No good. Sapwell ahead to Pozoglu. Stepping through. There's a transition bucket for Ballarat. Back to 1 point, the difference. Davidson. Down low to Bigger. Blocked by Dengak. Comes up with a stop. Another one for him. Now he looks to run the fast break. Over to Hines. Bungay. World of space from the top. Count the bucket. Triple goes. Ballarat retake the lead. 32-30 via Preston Bungay. King Hawea. Hines. Defending him. Bigger. Over to Davison. Big screen on Sapwell, and that's an offensive foul. Bit too much on it from Ellis Bigger, said the referee. And we are going the other way. Here comes Eels back out there, and Jalen Miller as well. Dengak will take a break. 6 points, 3 boards, and a block for Dengak so far, the Savo, and we are 3.5 away from the main break. Hines will start us off for Ballarat. Poch switches onto him after the pick. And there's the 3 from Cohen Sapwell. Can't find the rim on that occasion. Declan Sukup. Eels thought about finding Poch in the painted area. He works hard to get away from Pozoglu. Looking to deny him. Poch, the danger man for Dandenong. As is this man down low, King Hawea, and Hines did well to tap it out. Wanted the foul call, King Hawea. He won't get it. Hines goes himself. Now he whips it out to the corner. Cohen Sapwell converts from deep. Ballarat back up by 5. Gee, Sapwell nearly got in there, and he's going to draw the foul. That'll be on Poch. Got a little bit of contact to the facial area and made sure the referee saw it. So we are headed the other way. Poch, that'll be his second personal. One to watch. In fact, it is the third personal, so there you go. Poch will head to the Pine. That's a big out for Dandenong. We know what he's capable of. Some big moments in the first quarter. See what they can do in his absence. Miller. Back out there. Into Bungay. Tapped out. Falls to Pozoglu. Off the window. Lefty lay-in. Falls. Sukup. Eels thinking about the 3 was Max Richards. There's the screen. King Hawea rolling to the hoop, and Cohen Sapwell will be assessed with the personal foul. Davison into Sukup. So there's a fresh 14 for the Rangers. King Hawea rolling to the hoop. Bungay's there to corral him. Pump faking. Trying to get his shot away and denied by Bungay. Good defense from Preston Bungay and the Miners. 5 seconds to work with for Dandenong. Richards sets the play into King Hawea, who can't convert off the backboard. Bungay, fast break situation. Cohen Sapwell, transition 3 won't go. And King Hawea muscles it down. Davison puts the ball on the deck. Now driving left, contested 2. Sapwell did well. Pozoglu pulls down the board. Now Bungay assessing his options, runs straight into the body of Richards as Miller hangs and finishes. Out to a 9-point ball game. Miners are on a run here. That's an 11-0 stretch from my count. Hand off to Davison. Down low, good dish. Max Richards found him. Davison finished it off. And that breaks the run for the Rangers. Bungay hesitated. Now he drives left. So agile, draws the foul on Richards. Just his third team foul on Dandenong. In fact, the call will be on Sukup, and it's his second personal. We've got a timeout on the floor, 39-32. The Miners with a little bit of ascension here in the second quarter. We're about 71 seconds away from the main break. It's been bucket for bucket so far. Ballarat starting to get out to a little bit of an advantage. So let's have a look at some of the other games around the NBL 1 South as well. Of course, earlier in the day, Diamond Valley hosted the Geelong Supercats, and they fell in significant fashion, 73-93. Now, we know, obviously, Diamond Valley at the moment towards the lower end of the ladder, but with the addition of DJ Vasiljevic and the likes of Dane Pinot, etc., they've clearly got a team that could make a late run, mid-table, I should probably say. But Dane Pinot not in the lineup, so they missed him. It was DJ Vasiljevic with 18 points on 8 of 20 shooting, so the Supercats held him well. Joel Capitola had 12, and for Geelong, Gabe Hadley 24, Isaac Turner 16. All 5 starters hit double digits, led by Jack White with 18 points and 15 rebounds. And in the end, they completely outmatched Diamond Valley on their home floor. Big win for the Supercats. They continue to roll on. Ballarat are already back out there, ready to go. 16 seconds to work with. Pazoglu inbounds. What can they draw up here, the Miners? Straight away into Bungay, who just nearly went himself. Pazoglu's second chance. Oh, he nearly went the slam. It's come off back iron. Interesting couple of moments. Sukup. Nice dish. Little off, though. Eels comes up with it. Pazoglu diving on it. Good hustle ahead. Good pass as well to Sapwell. Gee, that's an ambitious alley-oop attempt for Bungay. Even Vince Carter would have struggled with that. It'll stay with Ballarat. 49 seconds to work with. Into Miller. Sapwell. You know he can fire from 3, this man. Long rebound falls to Hines. Another 14 to work with. 38 remaining on the game clock. Pazoglu, nice pass to Bungay for the jam. Hangs and finishes. Pretty play from Ballarat. Back out to 9. Sukup. Davison. Hines defending him. Cross-court pass. Eels in the corner. Corner triple is strong. Bungay skies for the glass. So, shot clock off. 15 to work with. Chance to make it a double-digit ball game heading into the halftime break. Bungay puts it on the deck. Now he drives left all the way to the hoop himself. Bungay, nice couple of moments, and they are out to a 43-32 halftime lead to the Ballarat Miners. And the Rangers, who have been right in the thick of this ball game all throughout, just towards the end, let an 11-0 run fall to the way of the visitors. And that is the story so far and the margin. We are headed to the lockers for a 10-minute break. 43-32 leaders in the ball game. It's Preston Bungay who's raced out to 10 points. Jalen Miller with 7. And it remains Gak with 6. Ellis Bigger and Dyson King Hawaii with 6 apiece as well for the Rangers. So stick around. We will be back in about 5 to 7 minutes' time to bring you the second half of this ball game. It's Ballarat 43 leading Dandenong 32.
a strong, smooth, creamy latte.
Be your own barista at Coles Express with award-winning Coles Urban Coffee Culture from just $1. Express yourself at Coles Express.
Hello and welcome back to Dandenong Basketball Stadium for this second half of action between the Miners and the Rangers. It is an 11-point lead in favour of the visitors here. Liam Ellison to bring all the action to you throughout the second half. I'll be riding solo today. Chris Samano, who I'm sure you're used to here on the Dandenong Basketball commentary booth, if you like. He's down there on emceeing today. He stepped in there. He does a great job, and I've got the call-up. So great to be with you here. Ballarat with the early ascension. Let's have a look around some of the other matches of round 8. Of course, it was the Rangers that fell 104-61 against the Braves on Saturday night. So that was a comprehensive victory for Bendigo. And Casey as well fell 89-94. So another big win for Sandringham. In fact, Mango Mathiang did play for the Cavaliers. We played 26 minutes off the bench, had 12 points and 9 rebounds. Jock Perry, who as well has stepped into this Cavs lineup, had 22 points. So that's quite a big addition as well. Will Hickey had 15, but with all that talent, they also got something similar on the Sabres side. Shea Illy had 27 to lead the way, 9 rebounds, 6 assists and 3 steals. That is quite the stat line for him. David Aquira had 13, and Towie Smith-Milner had a nice big double-double, 26 points and 11 rebounds. Dave Barlow as well, player coach, had 10 points off the bench, and the Sabres get the victory away from home at Casey Stadium. So that's one of the ones we'll be talking about during the week, no doubt, as a match of the round. It was the Blues who got the job done against the Northwest Tassie Thunder, 91-59, and the Waverley Falcons defeated the Spectres in convincing fashion at the Spectres Basketball Stadium, 92-66. They prevailed, Waverley, moving up to, can you believe it, second on the table, Waverley, with a 7-3 record. Knox as well got the job done in a tight tussle between them and Diamond Valley, 89-84 at the State Basketball Centre. So a big victory as well for the Raiders, who are right in that finals race. Here we go, we're back underway. Preston Bungay to inbound to start us off. And Pozoglu running point, hands it off to Jalen Miller. Dengak at the top. Bungay. Now Miller. Oh, just faked out Eels with that pass. Can't convert. Oh, that would have been something. He was completely lost at sea there for a moment, Eels. Here we go the other way. Rangers, Poch. Out of trouble, finds Sukup, steps in for the three, too strong. Pozoglu couldn't handle the rebound, so Rangers with a fresh 14. Here's Eels in the corner, hanging, can't finish. Bungay was there with the contest, and he comes up with the basketball. Crossing in transition, Bungay tries to Euro step through himself, and that'll be 2 shots coming up for Bungay. Foul call assessed on Jacob Davison. Just his first. Poch's the only player in foul trouble in this game with 3. So Bungay on the first is good. Of course, it is NBL 1 mental health round here in round 8. Proudly supporting Lifeline. Sold over 10,000 orange socks around the country, raised over $50,000. Of course, if you'd like to donate, text NBL1 to 0488 822 250. It's a great cause. Great to see the basketball community getting around it, and we've got to keep plugging it throughout the broadcast. Let's see if we can pump up the numbers just a little bit more in what is the final game of this NBL 1 South round 8. Here's Davison. Bigger, the top. Gack will be assessed with the foul. That's his second. Overzealous on the reach in. Davison inbound. Cohen Sapwell's there defensively. Into Sukup. What can they draw up here, the Rangers? Davison, now he makes his move, tries to split through the double. Miller hits the deck, baseline too strong. Eels taps it off the glass, no good. Pozoglu pulls it down, straight ahead, away to Bungay. In and out move, now he hangs and finishes off the window. Bungay, gee, nice couple of minutes for him that started towards the end of the first half. Eels trying to muscle his way inside, tapped out, and last touch, Dandenong. Ballarat, good start to the second, make it a 15-point advantage. Dyson King Hawaii has been reinserted into the ball game, and Lawson Eels will take a break. So some of the Rangers youngsters manning the mop today. We'll get that cleaned up and back underway. Great to see our Rangers youth here involved on game day here for the NBL 1 South. Of course, Sunday afternoon is a domestic day as well for the juniors, so there's plenty of young players around the stadium. Great to see them getting involved here, coming to watch their Rangers as well in the NBL 1 South. So the mops looks to have broken. So we've gone to town now. Doing a great job there. We're just about back. Bit of elevator music as well from Chris Samano emceeing. Love that. A few wry smiles around the stadium. Jalen Miller tests out the handiwork. There we go. And now we're back. Pizoglu will start us off for Ballarat. First opening couple of buckets have fallen the way of the Miners to start the third. Miller backing down King Hawea, trying to bully his way in, bruising, bashing, pump faking, gets him. Bigger with the contest, did well on the end. Tapped out by Pizoglu, and Davison will retrieve it. Off the long run, Davison. Oh, nice dish back and missing on the lay-in, but falling out of bounds via Dandenong. Right idea from the Rangers, just couldn't convert. So they've got, to my eye, 9 different scorers in this ball game, Dandenong. They've had a nice even spread. They've got no player with more than 6 in the game. Bigger and King Hawea with 6 apiece. Rangers, meanwhile, have the 8 different scorers, and it's Preston Bungay leading the way with 14. Now they reward Bungay on the cut. Handoff. Sapwell steps into a... No, we're headed the other way. No score, says the ref. Mason Perry to check back in. Sukup takes a break. So Miller right up there with Perry, trying to deny him. They get it in. Will Hines is out there again as well. King Hawea, hand off to Perry. Bigger coming around the screen is Davison, wide open. King Hawea, a little strong. Bungay there on the glass. Wastes no time, this man. Hines. Sapwell, early shot clock 3, won't go. Foul call on Hines. Just jumping over the top of Perry. Always going to be a call. Second personal on Hines. Second team foul, Ballarat. Perry will start us off. Back to Poch. Has 3 personals in the first half. Got to watch that. Bigger. And the jam. Ellis Bigger finishes it off for Dandenong. That'll get a little bit of excitement into the Tide, who need it at the moment. Now trailing by 13. Miller, hand off to Cohen Sapwell. Hasn't been his day shooting from long range just as of yet. Ahead to Poch. Hanging. How's the athleticism? Second chance won't go. Hines, hand off to Sapwell. Miller. Again with the fake, floaters short. Gack skying up there. Bigger taps it out. Poch, 2-on-2 situation. Hines tips it out, and Davison. Now Perry, 4-3. Not that time. So Gack and the Miners can just slow things up. Not if this man has anything to say about it. Bungay hesitates and draws contact. Interesting to see who this goes on. Poch has got 3. So it's on King Hawea, which is, of course, very lucky for Sam Woosnam and the Rangers that it wasn't on Poch. Bungay to the line, chance to extend his tally to 16. On the first, Bungay, a little strong. Bungay this season averaging 15.3 points per game, short on the second, but it's been tapped out by Brooks via David Crisp. Another opportunity. Ballarat, Bungay. Good defense from Davison. Now Miller. Bench counting down that shot clock. Miller, good defense from Perry. He's going to fire a long 2 and converts. Miller on the shot clock buzzer, and that hurts if you're Dandenong, who did everything right. Bungay jumps up and spikes it out of bounds. 21 on the shot clock for Dandenong. And here comes Calvin Enge back out there. Poch into Mason Perry. Over to Dyson King Hawea, who hangs. Brooks is there. Bungay hugs the basketball down. Likes to put the ball on the deck and run, this man. Crisp. Some good minutes off the bench in the first half. Hines. Miller's got the mismatch. Perry nearly got a hand in, but he's been assessed with a foul in the process. Third team foul on Dandenong. Hines. Just get the towel to the basketball, wipe some sweat off, and here we go. Into Miller. Crisp. Hands it off to Hines. Now the corner. Miller whips it over to the other corner. Here's Hines now for three. Not that time. Well in control at the moment, Ballarat, as last touch Bungay. 15-point advantage to the Miners. Enge. Inbounds for Dandenong. Into Poch. Poked out by Bungay. Here we go again. Into Bigger. Liked his first half. Perry. King Hawaii at the free-throw line. That's short. It's going to stay with the Rangers. Might have been last touch Calvin Enge, I think a few of the players thought. 14 seconds to work with for Dandenong. 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Perry around a couple of picks. Now over to Poch, wide open on the wing. Looks good out of the hands. Nothing but nylon for Poch. Make that 8 points to his name. In fact, 6 to his name. Crisp. Now Miller. Pump fakes. Gets around King Hawaii. Crisp can step into a three. It's going to no. Nearly fell off the window. Bungay was there for the follow. Mistimed his leap. King Hawaii the other way for Dandenong. Spinning. Brooks is there. Crisp picks his pocket. 3-on-2 situation. Crisp. Euro stepping off the window. Floater falls. Ballarat regain momentum here. Make that 14 points the lead. King Hawaii. Now Perry. Bounce pass down low to King Hawaii. Finishes it off. Nice pick and roll play from Dandenong. Miller. That is a deep triple. Nearly fell home as well. Nearly got the shooter's roll. Wasn't to be. Perry, the other way. Poch already hit one. Now he goes from the other wing. That one's too strong. Perry's first to it. Hands it back to Poch. Runs into the brick wall of Amos Brooks. Can't believe the call. He wasn't moving. But it's going to be a foul on Brooks. So Dandenong ball. And there's just signs of a little bit of life here from the Rangers. King Hawaii takes a break. Miller and Bungay go to the bench. They trail by 12 Dandenong, but with 3.5 remaining until the fourth. Just feel like if they can go on a run here, if Poch can hit a 3 or 2, it could be game on going into the fourth. No look dime into Bigger, who's met immediately by Brooks, and that was always going to be a foul call. Made him earn it, so we'll go to the charity stripe. Bigger with 8 points to his name this afternoon. .3 points per game this season for Ellis Bigger. First one's off. Bigger on the second, rattles out. So now Hines. Pozzoglu. Defended by Ange. We found a whistle from the ref. Going to be an off-ball call. As Dan Gack will check back in. Brooks will take a break. They'll be in the bonus, the Rangers, on the next foul call. Lingard back out there. Hines. Crisp. Down low to Gack in the painted area. Can't fall. Calvin Enge likes the opportunity, and there's the pass, if you like. Floater no good, and Bigger couldn't convert. Now Pozoglu. Cross court. Crisp. Opposite wing. Can't go. Falls out to Enge. Fast-paced basketball at the moment, and Bigger can just roll in for a 2. Thought about the slam, went off the window. So it is back to a 10-point game now for Dandenong. Gack can just roll through the hoop. Passed it off to Lingard. Thought he was going to go himself there. Lingard for 3. No good. So the miss is starting to add up now for Ballarat. Can they take advantage? And waved off way too late. Poch, though, draws the foul. King Hawea and Dunmore to re-enter. Hines takes a break. Bigger takes a break. So Poch. First one falls. Poch on the second, nothing but nylon. Single digits now. Dandenong putting together a little run here in the third. They had their struggles in the second quarter. They're starting to reverse it, making a fist of this one as we approach the final break. King Hawea comes up with a steal, and Gack has fouled him, stopping the fast break in the process. 2 shots coming up. They are in the bonus, the Rangers. And it's the third personal on Gack as well. So it is, in fact, a clear path. King Hawea will take the 3 throw. No good on the first. King Hawea, 8 points to his name. Second one misses as well, in exactly the same fashion. So they're missing the 3 throws, and now they get possession, the Rangers. Poch into Perry. King Hawea comes with a pick. Eels. Oh, nice dish down low to King Hawea. Perfect basketball from the Rangers. Well, all of a sudden, we are back to a 2-possession basketball game. Pozoglu. Ballarat struggling to score here over the last 5 minutes. Crisp. Pozoglu. In fact, now he whips it out to Pozoglu. Fading away from the elbow. Not that time. Another missed field goal for Ballarat. Now shooting 42% on the game. After a hot start, Eels crossing, mishandling. 90 seconds away from the final break here. Crisp. Eels gambling for the steal. Pozoglu, baseline 2 for Crisp is good. Finally, they break the scoring drought. Ballarat. Perry hesitates. Now he mishandles. Pozoglu comes up with it, and Gack can just roll in for an easy jam for Gack. So Dean Gack now up to 10 points in the game. And that puts it back out to a 10-point margin as well. Perry retrieves it back from King Hawea. Here's the floater from Mason Perry. First bucket for him. And now every player who has suited up today for Dandenong has scored. They've got 10 different scorers, the Rangers. Crisp. Dunmore. Single-digit shot clock. Pozoglu. Tapping in there was Eels, stays with the Miners into the corner. Crisp gets absolutely poleaxed by Perry, who'd left the deck. So all good. Incidental play. We've got a foul call. It's going to be 2 shots coming up. They're in the bonus. Second personal on Perry. And Crisp, I believe, will head to the free-throw line. $13 points per game so far this season, 69% from the line. Crisp is good on the first. Second falls as well. Timely for Dandenong. Can go into, for Ballarat, who can go into the three-quarter time break with a 10-point advantage if they get a stop here. Poch splits the double, can't convert. King Hawaii crashing the glass, and he's run out of space. Out of bounds. So 5.3 on the clock. Crisp right there. Enge defending him. Crisp races up the court. Gets all the way to the low. Block off the window to finish the third quarter. Crisp raced coast to coast with just 5 on the clock and somehow got the bucket to go in time. That is timely for the Miners. They were going to go into this break with a 59-47 lead. And it got back to as little as 6 points at one stage. So the Miners regained control. It's now going to be quite a long way back for Dandenong, you would think. In fact, we've got a correction. It's going to be 58-47. Crisp with that bucket goes to 10 points in the ball game. Preston Bungay has 16. Meanwhile, for Dandenong, it is Ellis Bigger with 10 and Dyson King Hawaii with 10 points as well. They lead the rebounding tally as well today. Dandenong 39-28. They were out rebounding the Miners. And it has been 15 turnovers as a team for Dandenong to just 7 from Ballarat. So some of the stats that matter at this stage of the ball game for you. Let's continue having a look around some of the other games as well. In the NBL 1 South, so far this weekend, it was the Ringwood Hawks getting the job done over the Keilor Thunder at the Rings. 88-53, they prevailed. And Mount Gambier, well, they just keep rolling, don't they? 97-79, they defeated the Cobras. But, of course, in the women's slate, they actually fell to the Cobras last night. It was a monumental upset. Lauren Scherf had herself a ball game, got the job done for the Cobras. Away at the Ice House as well, so that is a significant victory for the Cobras women. Something to speak about during the week. And let's have a look around at the other matchups as well. Of course, that takes us to our Sunday games here, which we have spoken about already. NBL 1 mental health round as well. Don't forget to donate. Text NBL 1 to 0488 822 250. Liam Ellison to bring you this fourth quarter. We're 15 seconds away from getting back underway. Rangers just hanging on. They trail by 11. Do they have one last run on them? Defeated the Blues here on their home floor a few weeks ago. Looking for their 4th win of the season. Ballarat, meanwhile, sitting in 4th position, looking to cement their position inside that top 4. A lot of teams on their heels, about 6 or 7 that are only a game behind. King Hawaii, hand off to Poch. Bigger, hands off to Davison. King Hawaii pulls up from the free-throw line, and Sapwell crashes into Poch. Dandenong, second opportunity, and King Hawaii, outstretched arm, finishes anyway. Bungay. Now Dengak puts the ball on the deck. Pazoglu. Davison gambled for the steal. Dunmore, can he make him pay? No, he got a fingertip on it. Davison, good D. First stop for Dandenong. Good start so far. Bigger. Fun matchup earlier in the ball game. These two, Gack and Bigger, backing down, tries to hook up, and good D from Dengak. Dunmore mishandles, so we're going the other way. Davison will inbound, and the Rangers with the first stop. Perry comes around the bigger screen, stops and props, and Gack, outstretched arm, doesn't matter, finishes it off. It's back to 8 points the margin. Sapwell thought about the triple. He is a threat from everywhere. Pozoglu to the hoop. Strong take. Just 6 points so far this afternoon for Nick Pozoglu. King Hawea wanted the cut from Davison. Hand off. Poch hit a three from this spot earlier. That one too strong. King Hawea on the O-glass. Out to Davison. He'll step into a three. Won't go. Pozoglu's there. And that'll be a foul call on King Hawea, his third. So Poch and King Hawea with 3 personals each. Poch managed it well in the third after going into the halftime break with those 3. Pozoglu can't convert. Great defense from Bigger. Perry picks up his dribble. Retrieves it back from King Hawea. Looking for some movement, the Rangers. Now Poch. Puts it on his left. And there's the reverse lay-in from Bigger. Rangers not going away. Dunmore. Gack at the top. Puts it behind his back. Not afraid to put the ball on the deck, the big fella. Bungay finding his way through. Pozoglu wide open from the corner. Count it! Ballarat one back the other way. Make it 11 points the margin once again. Davison comes around the screen. Tried to get Gack with a pump fake. Couldn't. King Hawaya's got space and converts on the floater. Make that 14 now for Dyson King Hawea. Dunmore. Gack's there on the low block. Tried to find Pozoglu and does. Just missing. Hit back iron. Davison trying to go all the way himself. Sapwell did well defensively. And the referee says Ballarat ball. Here comes Jaylon Miller. Back out there. Dunmore takes a break. Pozoglu. Now Miller. Picks up his dribble. Cohen Sapwell. 7 points so far this afternoon for this man. 6 seconds to work with. Perry defending him. Now the step through from Sapwell. Can't convert. Perry comes up with it for Dandenong. King Hawea hands it back. Thought about the triple. Gack steps out to him, and that's a wayward pass. Miller. Now Bungay loves this situation. Puts it behind his back. Out to Sapwell. Bungay wide open. Corner three will go up and can't go in. We're going to get the floor wipers out. Referee saying something that has to be attended to. Dandenong, of course, remain in possession. Get a momentary break in play. There we go. Perry and Dyson King Hawea to bring us back in. Of course, some other news from around the Australian basketball landscape. The under-17 Crocs, of course, over there in the under-16 Asia Cup. They defeated the Philippines a day ago, 109-83. So they will go for that gold medal game. Josh Dent has been balling over there as well. So big shout out to him. And there's a travel call from the referee. Now, timeout on the floor. We are just under 6 minutes to go here. It is a 64-55 lead to the visitors. Rangers not going away, though. Every player has scored 2 in double digits, both of them off the bench, mind you. King Hawea 14, Ellis Picker with 12, and it is Preston Bungay leading the way for Ballarat with 16. Some of the stats that matter, 46-32, Dandenong lead the rebounding column, but they've turned it over 17 times as a team to just 8 from the Miners. Last game of your round 8 slate. Of course, if Ballarat are to hold on and come away with the victory here, I'll just get a check on it right now, but I believe they will jump back up to second place. In fact, they might be just short on percentage, but they'll have the second most wins in the league. There is, let's have a look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 8 teams tied on 7 wins at the moment in the NBL 1 South. Mount Gambier in first place with 10-1. And then it goes all the way down to 9th place on 7 wins. So it is tight. You got Ringwood there in 10th as well with a 6-5 record. So you really need to be obviously looking to win every game to make the top 4 here this season. It could be coming down to percentage or a game or two here between 3rd right through to about 10th. That's what we love to see. Nice, even competition. Back underway, Miller. Bungay, low block. Fades up and in. Bungay with the bungee sort of leap up and athleticism to finish. King Hawaii up. Perry comes around the screen. Davison, bounce pass to Bigger. Tries to use his size. King Hawaii a second chance. Poch in there. Bigger as well. And Poch missing. So they had about 4 tip-in opportunities. Couldn't get any of them to go. Ballarat, big stop in the context of this ball game. They're going to be tired as well after those repeat efforts, the Rangers. Sukup getting set to check back in. Dengak provides the screen. Cohen Sapwell drives all the way himself, missing off the window. So they need to make a run soon, the Rangers. Perry now will get Davison. King Hawaii is there, backing down low on Bungay, and he's drawn the foul. First team foul of the quarter on Ballarat. And King Hawaii will head back to the charity stripe, approaching a double-double, 14 points, 9 boards, and 2 steals as well. Another great shift off the bench for him as Perry takes a break. King Hawaii at the line. Good on the first. King Hawaii on the second falls as well. So it's back to 9. 4.5 remaining. Pozoglu generaling the offense here on this play. Gack and Miller there at the high post. Now Gack down low. Jumper won't go. Sukup over the top to Davison. Rewards it straight back to his guard. There's the elbow J. It falls for the Rangers. Closing the gap again. Pozoglu. Miller. It's been a grinded out affair this afternoon. Poch denying Sapwell. Now Pozoglu wants some movement. Gets Bungay to jump out of there. Now they dump it down low. Low block. Good contest from Bigger. Great defense, Dandenong. They're coming at the moment, the Rangers. This is just what they needed. 3.5 remaining on the clock. Davison, that's a tough take and the finish. There's some involvement from the crowd here. Energy in the arena. We are back to a 2-possession ball game. Ballarat 66. Dandenong 61. Timeout on the floor and approaching crunch time here at DBA. And we, my friends, have a ball game on our hands. The home side are making a fist of it and they are not going away. So, here we go. We've got a ball game on our hands. Bungay leads the way with 18 for Ballarat. King Hawaii 16 for the Rangers. And a couple of big stops, couple of buckets. And Dandenong could be on for what would be an upset. The Miners, would not want to make this an 0-2 weekend for them, falling to the Chargers on their home floor last night at Selkirk Stadium, and then backing it up with a trip to Melbourne the next day against the Rangers here. They've led for pretty much most of the game, Ballarat. They've been in control throughout the contest. Got out to as much as 15 points at one stage, and they've just whittled it back, Dandenong. Of course, NBL1 mental health round. To donate, text NBL1 to 0488 822 250. This is our final game of round 8. Let's see if we can bump up that total just a little bit more. We've raised over 50 grand this weekend for Lifeline and mental health round. It's a great cause. Here we go. Will Hines back out there for Ballarat. Bungay. Downloader Miller. Working on King Hawaii, fading away from the low block. Davison. Now King Hawaii at the top of the three-point arc and count it. The Rangers are back within just 3 points. He might have had a foot on the line. It's 66-63. Big bucket from King Hawaii, who's now got 18 to his name. We are in for a tight finish, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. Pazoglu battling through for two. Gets one back for Ballarat. They regain a little bit of momentum. Poch. King Hawaii, what a game he's played off the bench. You're going to see him in crunch time. No doubt about that. Bigger. Rolls to the hoop. Miller gets a hand in. He can go all the way himself. Miller cleans it up. Timeout on the floor. Back-to-back buckets for the Miners, and that makes it a 7-point game. 70-63. They lead in this one. So it got back to 4, and then the steal from Miller gets the job done. Let's have a look as well and preview some of the big matchups coming up in round 9 of NBL 1 South action. It kicks off on a Friday night at the Diamond Valley Sports and Fitness Centre on the men's slate. The Eagles will host the visiting Nunawading Spectres, and that is two sides very close to each other on the ladder. In fact, they are both 5 and 6. Nunawading have lost their last 4 in a row. Diamond Valley their last 2. So both teams will be desperate to get a win there to keep their season on track and keep in touch with the top 8. Meanwhile, the Supercats will host the Northwest Tassie Thunder. The Sabres will host the Waverley Falcons, and one of the better games of the round takes place at Selkirk Stadium involving your Ballarat Miners. They'll host the visiting Ringwood Hawks, who are always a tough task there. 8 p.m. tip at home in Ballarat. Of course, Dandenong will play the Knox Raiders at the same time at Dandenong Basketball Stadium. So a bit of a local rivalry here in the east of Melbourne. One to watch, and the Knox Raiders have been flying as well. Here we go, back underway. Sukup hands it off to Poch. King Hawaii couldn't handle it. Somehow fell into the lap of Lawson Eels, who converts, and one opportunity for Lawson Eels. One more coming up with a continuation 3-throw. If he can convert, that would bring it back to 4. Eels has got 6.7 boards today. Timely bucket. Somehow the ball just fell into his hands off a deflection. And here we are at the 3-throw line. Eels, 3 throws good. Hines. Now he gets it over into the front court. Miller. Dengak. Got Davison right there. Miller and King Hawaii. This will be a good matchup. Hines into the corner. Strong on the 3. Another miss. Dandenong with a stop. Under 2 minutes remaining. Can they bring it back to a one-possession game? Poch finds Eels again. Good defense, Ballarat. It's going to stay with the Rangers. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Someone needs to inbound this basketball. Davison will do just that. Sukup. No, he goes out to King Hawaii. King Hawaii opts against giving it to Eels. Goes himself. And the foul call. So 2 shots coming up for Dyson King Hawaii. He's got 18 and 10 in the ball game, 2 steals as well. Played 26 minutes. So King Hawea. Big 3 throws. 94 seconds out from the end here. Just slowly sort of ground their way back into this one. It rattles out on the first. Just missing. King Hawea on the second. That one falls. Three-point ball game. Nick Pozoglu, the rock in his hands for Ballarat. Miller has Eels defending him. Gack. Here's Miller at the elbow. He'll pull in for a long-range 2. Another stop. Dandenong can potentially tie the ball game up on this possession. Dyson King Hawea looks to do just that. Converts on the triple from the top. And we are all tied up, ladies and gentlemen, at 70 apiece with 60 seconds to go. The Rangers have come from 15 points behind. Bungay for Ballarat looks to get one the other way. Pozoglu has the ball in his hands. Poch defending him. Now he crosses and goes. The floater from Pozoglu is a miss. Another stop for Dandenong. Can you believe it? They've rolled off about 8 of the last 10 possessions have been stops from memory. It's been unbelievable defensively. King Hawea slapped off the glass by Pozoglu. Denied out of nowhere. That's a big stop. 30 seconds to go. Must get a stop here, Dandenong. Ballarat simply must score to stay in touch with the top 4. Ballarat, they need to win. Let some time come off the clock. Does Pozoglu, 6 seconds to go. Out to Bungay, comes off the dribble. Miller thought about the extra pass. He's got a fire. A single second to go. On the O-glass is Pozoglu. So they've got a foul. No. It's going to be Miller. Now at the elbow, Hines in the corner. Just missing Bungay on the finish. Oh my goodness. Preston Bungay, what is the call from the referee here? I do not believe it. Do we have a putback slam to win the game on the buzzer? Confusion on the floor. Celebrations have halted. Bungay's headed to the bench. My heart is going that quick at the moment. We've got 0.4 remaining on the clock. My goodness. What a ball game. Timeout on the floor, I believe. So they haven't put... it might have been too late. I've lost the plot to such an extent that no, we've got the bucket counted. Complete confusion up here in the commentary booth. The Bungay slam will count. Can you believe it? What a moment. And seriously, Bungay has been unbelievable this afternoon, especially in the first half. Make that 20 points to his name. So very fitting that it is him to come up with the bucket. Dandenong, 0.4 on the clock. What can they draw up here? Sam Woosnam's down there talking to her troops. It's going to have to be a tip. You think there is maybe enough time for catch and shoot, maybe just, but you're really pushing it at that point. They've got to go. You'd think a tip into the likes of King Hawea, Poch. Do they even put in Nick Tata, who we haven't seen since the first half, who's of course just joined this team in recent weeks from college? He of course stands at 6'11". He could be an option down low. So the Miners will have to go big here, you'd think. Gack and Miller remain out there, same lineup for them. Poch, King Hawea, Davison, Eels and Sukup. So they're going with the same 5. Dandenong, 0.4 to work with. This would just about take a miracle. It has been done before. So they're going 2 players defending the inbound, Ballarat. Don't know if I've seen this before. I don't mind it though. From Coach Sunderland, there over on the Ballarat bench. Here we go. 0.4 to work with. Bungay and Gack denying. And Miller will pick it off. That'll do it. The Ballarat Miners come into Dandenong and get the victory. 72-70 off a Bungay put-back slam on the shot clock buzzer. If you don't mind, what a play to win the ball game. Preston Bungay's got 20. Handshakes all round. Cohen Sapwell's there congratulating his teammates. And that'll do it. So Dandenong, valiant in defeat, of course, coming up against the highly fancied Miners today. They came from 15 down, nearly came all the way back, couldn't get the job done in the end. Every Ranger scored so far today. 10 different scorers. Dyson King-Hawea had 22 points off the bench to go along with 12 rebounds. Ellis Bigger had 12 as well for Ballarat. Bungay 20, David Crisp had 10, and Nick Pozzoglu had 11 points as well. So what a victory for the Ballarat Miners. They hold on. They will improve their season record to 8-4, jumping right back up into that top 4 from my quick calculations. What a game of basketball here. What an afternoon as well at Dandenong. It's been fun. Round 8 of NBL 1 wraps up here on that one. NBL 1 mental health round. Make sure you get your orange socks if you haven't already. What a ball game. Such fun to bring it to you, and an exciting finish as well. I'm sure we'll see that Bungay Slam on your NBL 1 socials throughout the week. It's been Liam Ellison bringing this one to you throughout this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will catch you next weekend for another game of Rangers Hoops here. You might hear Chris Samano back into the commentary box. He was in the MC microphone today. Looking forward to that one a lot. Ballarat Miners 72 defeat the Rangers 70. See you next time.